Hey, so I got my modded Wii U finally, and I just wanted to give you a quick rundown on it. Um, First off, it came preloaded with an incredible amount of Wii U games. I've already got Paper Mario Color Splash and Breath of the Wild, Xenoblade Chronicles X, Star Fox Guard, even Mighty Number 9, Star Fox Zero, Twilight Princess HD, Yoshi, Kirby, more Mario. It's Hyrule Warriors, Sonic Boom, Shovel Knight, Smash Bros. For Wii U, Mario Bros., Pac-Man, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I have not even played that yet. Might just play it on this because I don't have it on my Switch. Batman Arkham Origins, Spider-Man, more Sonic, Deus Ex Human Revolution, Need for Speed Most Wanted, Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge, Mario Kart 8, the Wii U version, Epic Mickey 2. I didn't see Epic Mickey 1 on here, and that was surprising. Sonic All-Stars Racing, got Batman Arkham City. I forgot that they ported that to the Wii U, and I'm curious to see how it runs. Darksiders, and that's pretty much it. There were a bunch of games that I deleted because it came preloaded with a bunch of garbage games like Just Dance and a ton of Lego games that I would never play, Barbie games, Hello Kitty, My Little Pony, all this kind of stuff. And obviously, I'm not going to play any of that. So I freed up about 500 gigabytes of hard drive space from just deleting all of that. But there's even more that I'm going to show you. But first, I want to show you this interesting thing that the modder did to the Wii U. And that is, it appears as though he 3D printed his own custom shell for the Wii U, because if you notice, it doesn't have the shiny, glossy finish that the stock shell does when you buy a brand new one. And it's got an SD card here in the front, and it looks like all of the Wii U games are loaded onto this external hard drive. I'm going to show you the Wii side of it, which is really cool. Just give it a minute to load the Wii operating system. Okay, so it came pre-installed with a bunch of emulators like Nintendo Entertainment System. I'm probably gonna fool around with that. Super Nintendo got pretty much all of the Game Boy Advance and Game Boy games on here. Sega Genesis, there are two ways that I can load up GameCube and Wii games, and that is through a homebrew emulator called Nintendo, which I had never heard of before I bought this thing. And there's also another one called WiiFlow, which gives you an entirely different graphical user interface, which looks incredible. So this is called WiiFlow, and it is a ROM loader. See, there's Super Smash Brothers Melee right there. I got freaking Zelda Wind Waker, which now I have two versions on this machine. I got the original and the HD remake. Same with Twilight Princess, which I have three of, because it's got the GameCube version, the Wii version, and the Wii U version. And here is the Collector's Edition Zelda promotional disc. Four Swords Adventures, Simpsons Hit and Run. And here is the 2-game bonus disc. These are very rare, the physical copies are. The original Animal Crossing, Beyond Good and Evil. This is a game that I really enjoyed when I was a teenager. Eternal Darkness. This game right here is really interesting because this game, F-Zero GX, is notoriously difficult to run on PCs through Dolphin Emulator unless you have a really high-end PC with a really fast processor. But on this, even though it's running through an emulator technically, it just runs flawlessly. This is Nintendo loading up the ROM. And I'm playing it with my Wii remote that I just bought today, because there are some applications on Homebrew that don't work if you use a Wii remote with Wii Motion Plus. So I had to go and get one without it. And this is my Hori GameCube controller. So, as you can see, running smooth, running as if I were running it directly off of the GameCube disc itself, which if you were trying to run it on PC, unless you have, like I said, a really fast processor, would not happen. So that is incredible. So I'm going to go back home. The only thing that frustrated me about this list is that it did not come with any of the Burnout games for the GameCube. And it didn't come with Wave Race Blue Storm, which was really surprising. So I'm going to have to take the SD card out and load them on myself. But I've got the original Metroid Prime, which I'm probably not going to play because I really want to just get the Switch version, but I'm definitely going to play Prime 2 Echoes at some point. And if I go down here, switch to Homebrew, which there's nothing, but it has all of these Wii games. It even has Project M, which is a ROM hack of Smash Bros. Brawl, which includes some characters from Melee, which were not in the commercial release of Super Smash Bros. Brawl. But I got Wii Sports Resort, probably a bunch of games like ABC Wipeout, which I'm probably going to delete, but it's got an incredible amount of games as far as that goes. Well, I'm just going to go back to the system menu. And this is the infamous homebrew channel for the Wii. And this is the operating system where you load a bunch of side-loaded applications. This right here, this is Nintendo. This is basically the back way to load up the GameCube ROMs, and they work just as well. Got Neo Geo. This is for testing alternative controllers, like I could use a PS4 controller if I wanted to. And this is the N64 emulator. One thing that was frustrating to me is that I have all of these Nintendo 64 ROMs, and I tried to get this to work, but most of the games that I tried to play crash or have severe graphical glitches, so most of those are just unplayable, but that's okay because I have other methods of playing Nintendo 64 ROMs, but I'm just not going to be able to play them on here, unfortunately. And these are for loading mods. Here's another Project M launcher. SNES 9X. This is a Super Nintendo emulator, which works incredibly. It has every single Super Nintendo game you could imagine on here. Just 200 of them, if not more. I haven't even checked to see if there are any Atari games. The Wii 64 emulator is another alternative N64 emulator, and I need to update it somehow apparently because it will not load from the SD card, which is where all of the ROMs are located. This is a PC Engine emulator. I haven't even checked to see if there are any PC Engine ROMs, but there is WeFlow, Atari Lynx. I'm not sure what this is, but I'm going to check that out later. But I have Virtual Boy emulator. I need to check to see if there are any ROMs. I'm having the same issue with the PSX emulator because it is not loading from the SD card for some reason. But this is a file manager. It's got its own little operating system, which is really interesting. I can look at all of the files. It's even got a little start menu. It looks like a PC operating system, just a very rudimentary version. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, I got this on Etsy. And the guy that I bought it from, he had, last time I checked, one modded Wii U console left. And he's selling it for $100 more than I bought this one for. But there are other sellers that also have modded Wii U's that you can buy from on Etsy. So yeah, definitely look into that.